Today I'm going to be teaching an amazing abdominal massage that you can add into your practice. Hi, I'm Christopher Brenner with the Muscle Doc Method, and today I'm going to be working on the abdomen and doing an abdominal massage. Now, one thing that I can say about working on people's abdomen is that I do revere this as being a sacred space to work on. You're going to be working on all the internal organs, the reproductive organs, your liver, your spleen, and a lot of emotional trauma also gets stored into the abdomen. And this isn't an area that often gets worked on and addressed. So do keep that in mind when you're beginning to implement this into your practice. So first we put some oil on the tissue and we just start real light and gently just rotating around the abdomen, moving in a nice circular motion. And we're allowing our client to just begin to relax and feel that she can invite, an abdominal treatment, into her space. Because this is an area that's very protective. So we have to move through layers to get to where we want to go. Just kind of moving around in circular motions. And then what I'm going to do is put one hand, we're in the upper portion above the umbilicus, and placing this other hand on top. We're just going to go through like a wave motion. Pushing with my palms, pulling with the tips of my fingers. Pushing with my palm, nice and easy. And we're going to rotate that around here. We're going to come down below the reproductive organs. We're going to do that same technique. Pushing with the palm, pulling with the tip pads of the fingers. And moving in a wave back and forth. And for this, I also typically start to close my eyes to really get in tuned with what's going on in her space. And start moving through this tissue now just a little bit deeper. Going through circular motions. Now come to this portion of her low back, lateral portion of the back, lateral portion of her abdomen. Move this around through the area. Now I'm going to come underneath the rib cage here. We're going to get a little bit of deeper pressure underneath that rib. I'm using the pads of my fingers right here just to apply firm pressure underneath. And then I'm going to come over to the other side, flushing this down. Now moving through in the direction of the descending colon and then getting into this lower abdomen. And when working on this lower abdomen, it's important to know where the top of the pubic bone is. You do not work below the pubic bone. that is the boundary that you stay within. So right here I can feel the top of her pubic bone, and we're going to stay in this region right here. But it is important that we're working on massaging the reproductive organs as well while we're in this area. So we're going to go underneath. And now I'm starting firmer pressure down along this descending portion, getting in over the reproductive organs, starting to see if I can feel any type of stagnation going on in this area. It's one of those things, if I find an area, I'll pause for a moment, just investigate, see what I'm feeling in the area, maybe apply firmer pressure, maybe not. Right here I find, just an area that feels a little stuck, so just kind of working it in, maybe adding in some circular motions. Right here, finding an area too that I'm now going to sink down. And I'm going to instruct her to take a nice big inhale and exhale. And oftentimes when working in these areas too, when you find heavy stagnation in here and you start working on that, it's not uncommon for them to have a pretty strong emotional release. Sometimes it could present as tears and crying. Sometimes it can present, later as irritability and frustration. It really can present in a lot of ways. Laughter, uncontrollable laughter could be a sign of just emotional release. Now moving below the umbilicus here, investigating how things feel, applying a little bit of firm pressure. Find another spot right here. I'm going to apply downward pressure and hold. And adding abdominal massage can be really effective for anybody that is having constipation problems, could be having menstrual issues. It's definitely one of those treatments that can be highly effective for some of those conditions.